Hey guys, we'll get started right around 7 o'clock. If you have anyone on your team that needs a reminder, now would be a good time to reach out to them and tell them to jump on the call. I want to start on time moving forward so that we're not taking up everyone's Sunday evening.
There he is.
Burgers are falling apart, Mom. Yeah, they were not frozen when I come in.
Well, they started frozen because they're not.
I'm just waiting for our second speaker to jump on. So once I see her, we'll get started. There she is. All right, happy Sunday, everyone. I hope you guys had a great weekend and no one is melting from this atrocious heat. I mean, even this Florida girl's super hot out here. So I'm super excited about tonight's call. We have a great testimonial that I'm excited to hear about from Dawn. And then we're going to keep this call tonight actually pretty short and sweet. So it's summertime. I know you guys want to enjoy your weekend. And then Michelle is going to talk to us and give us a little bit of education on the difference between probiotics and prebiotics. She's going to talk about prebiotics and how it works in Slim. If you're new to Plexus, you'll know, or you might not know, sorry, that one of the changes that we recently made in Plexus Slim was adding a prebiotic. So Michelle's going to talk to us a little bit about that. And then when we close up, I just have a few parking lot things that I want to talk to you guys about and some fun announcements. So we'll go ahead and get started. Dawn, I can't wait to hear from you. You're unmuted, and Michelle, you're unmuted. So the stage is all yours, Dawn. We look forward to hearing from you.
Okay, well, great. I'm a little nervous, but okay. So my story is a little interesting. I started back in November of 16, but I had a really strange infection in my abdomen at the same time that I was starting product. And so I sent the list of ingredients off to my internist, and she was like, no, don't take these. And I just didn't, I had a really bad reaction. And so I just quit. I got all freaked out and was like, nah. But I was trying to lose weight and get healthy again. You know, I lost a bunch of weight when my marriage ended and gained it all back. And so I've just been searching to figure out how to get myself healthy and get to a weight that is good and feel good about myself and feel strong. And so I just did some clean eating and some cleanses, some fruit and whole foods cleanses, and I lost about 15 pounds. And then in May, I got a coupon from Plexus. They're like, come on back. So I texted Michelle, who I signed up with, because we grew up in the same town, and she actually lives in the house across from where I grew up. And so I said, okay, Michelle, I'm just going to give it another try. What do you think? And she was really encouraging. And so I tried. I jumped back in on May, and I've had a lot better results this time around. I haven't had any bad die-off symptoms. So that was good. You know, I don't mind that I had them the first time around, but it kind of freaked me out. So it's a good lesson to have learned. And so why did I join? Well, I joined just because, like I said, I wanted to get healthy. And now I want to, you know, I saw so many great stories and posts over the last year watching Michelle. And, you know, I just wanted to be part of something that was helping other people and was so energizing and exciting to watch that I thought, I just want to be part of that. And I wanted to send my kids to college so they don't have to go into debt. And I want to quit my job because I don't like it. It doesn't fulfill me, and I'm not helping anybody. And I'm a former teacher, and so like everything I want to do is to help other people. So I don't know if that's helpful to share with you all, but that's kind of my story. And I really am excited about it, but I'm also really nervous. And you know, I know I can do it, but it's scary, right? To do something this big and this new, but this group is really supportive. So I'm really glad to be part of it.
Well, we are glad to have you, and I'm sure Michelle will say the same thing. My biggest question is, did you go back to your internist and tell them that you went back on the products?
Well, so not yet, because here's the thing. I have super high cholesterol. Like genetically, it's so high, it's crazy. And I've been on statin drugs for a long time, and I actually haven't been on them since November. And she saw my lab results in April before I went back on Plexus, and she was not happy. She's like, you got to get it back on the statins. And I'm like, okay, I take horse pill size statins. So I haven't gone back to her, and I'm interested to go back. I go back in like a month for labs and a physical. So I'm going to chat with her about it and see what my labs say. I'm really hoping that they show some significant change so I can say, you know, maybe you didn't think these were so great, but I think they are. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted on that.
Yeah, definitely keep us posted. I mean, coming from an ex-pharmaceutical rep that sold Crestor for many years, I can tell you the side effects and dangers of just taking that pharmaceutical drug alone. I mean, literally people dying. No joke. So yeah, I would love to hear your results, and gosh, that would be amazing if you could get off of your statins. That would be so wonderful. So yeah, keep us posted. Thank you so much. You did great.
Ah, thanks.
No need to be nervous. No, we love it. Yeah, good job. I see Glenda clapping for you.
Thanks.
Michelle.
Oh, by the way, I've lost 27 pounds since November. So there you go.
Oh, that's amazing.
Not all Plexus, but you know, I think it's all the right things at the same time. So it's all good.
Yeah, getting healthy, and then everything starts to fall into place. And you know, unfortunately with our diets as Americans, sometimes we need a little bit of an extra oomph to get us healthy on the inside.
Yeah.
The healthiest of options aren't always available to us. So Plexus is here to help with that. Thank you so much. I appreciate and the late notice as well.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Thanks for asking.
Michelle, educate us. I'm so excited to learn from you, girlfriend.
Oh man, you know how much I love to talk. All right, first, Dawn left something. Dawn left something out of her story, and
Oh, I did?
You did. You kind of left a lot of things out. I love Dawn, by the way. She totally grew up in the house across the street we live in now, and that's how we connected. And it's just neat. Like Dawn and I think are kindred spirits. I think we have a lot in common, and I've really enjoyed getting to know her. Because I just feel like we're good for each other. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so happy that she's on my team, because even when she wanted a refund and she's like, I can't do this, this isn't for me, and this isn't working. And I'm like, it's die off, just go slower. No, I just can't. I'm like, okay, I get it. And then she came back. So all of you people out there who are listening to Dawn's story, imagine how I felt when she said it wasn't for her, right? But we still kept our friendship going, right? I checked in on you every now and again, and you were very friendly with me too. So there was no love lost. And then when she came back, I just kind of sat there and went, it's time now. Like, some people, it's just not the right timing. And so not only is she having a lot of success on the products and a lot more successes to come, but she's also a silver ambassador now too. She left that part out. So I think that's exciting, and she's on her way. She's really on her way. So no, it's fun. I love having her on my team. It's really great. And her story keeps getting better. I mean, come on, she went to Orange Theory today and killed it. So there you go. All right. So I'm here to talk to you guys about Slim and prebiotics and probiotics, because I'm kind of nerdy when it comes to how does this stuff work. I'm going to try to keep this really simple. I want to first start off with the language I use when people ask me, okay, what is Slim and what does it do? I always tell them that Slim helps with gut health, blood sugar, and inflammation. Some of the first things you'll notice when you start Slim are a decrease in like cravings, like bad food cravings. You'll probably start craving water more. You might sleep better. You might feel more energy. You're probably not going to need coffee, even though you can still drink it. I've learned to be very careful telling people that they're not going to need coffee anymore, because there are a lot of people out there who are really attached to their coffee. And if they think they have to give it up to do Plexus, they will choose coffee over Plexus, right? So for me, I was one of those people, but the first day I did it, you know, I have 3 little kids. I didn't have time to do both in the morning. So I just skipped my coffee and never went back to it. Like, I've had it sometimes, but you know, just heads up, people do not have to give up coffee to do Plexus, and that's perfectly fine that they do both. They won't need the caffeine though. So they'll get more energy, they'll sleep better, all of those wonderful things. Our old Slim was amazing, and we have so many incredible testimonials on the old Slim, as you guys know. Even the people that are brand new, I think you probably know too, like, you've been watching someone's journey for long enough to know that old Slim had some amazing things happen for people. The new Slim has a prebiotic in it, and a prebiotic works with the good bacteria in your gut. Now, it's called XOS. Selena, am I right about that? Or is it
Yeah,
OX?
but don't ask me to say the really long word, because that's the abbreviation.
Is it OXS or
No, it's XOS.
XOS. Yeah, and it's a really long word. But the neat thing is the Slim is now patent pending, because this XOS that they used only feeds the good bacteria in your gut. All other prebiotics out there feed all the bacteria in your gut, both good and bad. But ours is special, and it is the only one out there that only feeds good bacteria in your gut. Now, here's where I get really kind of nerdy. I mean, I don't know if this is really nerdy, but a little bit. And not everyone wants to know this. So don't feel like you have to know this to talk about Slim to people, okay? So check out if you want to check out right now. So you've got this bacteria in your gut. It's called Akkermansia. And if you Google that, you'll get a whole education. But basically, it lives in the mucus layer in your intestinal wall, and it's responsible for blood sugar, weight loss, and mood, okay? Now, you guys all know we have a lot of testimonials out there on people that had depression, anxiety, any sort of mood disorder. I've heard of people that had OCD that have gotten relief with our products. That's all gut health related. If you believe in that, which I totally do, which is why I'm on board. And I've seen results from it too. So it's awesome. But if you can imagine our old products, what they did for people, now imagine what the new Slim with a prebiotic that only feeds Akkermansia in your gut, which is specifically targeted for blood sugar, mood, and weight loss. Like, we had great weight loss stories before, we had great mood stories before, and we had great blood sugar stories before, but they just kicked that Slim up a notch. The other cool thing that, again, not all people care about this, but depending on your audience, someone might like to know that the Slim was formulated and the clinical studies that they did on it before they released it to us were all done in Europe by European standards. And if you know anything about, like, especially skincare, Estee Lauder, if you go to the Estee Lauder counter at the mall and you ask them, is your formulation that you use in the products that you're selling to me the same formulation that you use in Europe? They'll tell you no, they're not. And a lot of companies are like that because the standards are different. Even food, the standards for food are different in Europe than they are here. And someone like me cares about that because I would much prefer to have the European standards here as well. But I know not everyone does, but that's just a little fun fact to tuck away. Because if you are talking to someone like me, they're going to be really impressed by that. And they're going to be really excited to try the product, knowing that more so than before. So what exactly is a prebiotic? What is this XOS? It's a plant fiber. It's a specialized plant fiber. And it is, it can withstand heat. It can withstand cooking. Prebiotics can withstand a lot. Probiotics are the things that already exist in your gut, both good and bad. Probiotics are like the vital biome, the strains in the vital biome. There's 8 strains in there. Those are probiotics. Those live in your gut and they all have different functions. And that's kind of a really cool thing. I'm sitting outside and there's like mosquitoes like hunting me right now. It's freaking me out. I might need to move. So yeah, there really are flies, even though if you can't see them on the screen, I'm not crazy. So probiotics already live in your gut. The prebiotics feed the probiotics in your gut. So it, like they say, it activates the probiotics that are in your gut. So the XOS activates the Akkermansia in your gut. Now, so for, talking about Slim to people, not everyone wants all those details. So don't feel like you need to know all that. Don't feel like you need to know that it's a plant fiber and it can withstand heat. Like, not all people care about. What people want to know when you talk about the new Slim is, what is it going to do for them? And 90% of people only care about what it's going to do for them. They don't care what it's done for you even. I mean, I've heard lots of different stories of people who are like, I told them my story and come on, my story is amazing. I'm off of all these meds and they still didn't buy it from me. Why not? Well, did you tell them what it was going to do for them? Like, maybe their story isn't the same as your story. So that's why I like to say, some of the first things that you notice when you start it are, and then I list, better sleep. Who doesn't want to sleep better, right? Raise your hand. Who doesn't want to sleep better? I totally want to sleep better. Who wants to wake up feeling ready to go, not ready to hit snooze again, right? Not, no need for coffee, like things like that. But I think it's important to know that, like, another thing you can say about our Slim is that you're going to be in a better mood once you start Slim, because it's literally clinically proven. Akkermansia, crazy awesome. It's AKKERMANSIA. Go ahead and Google that because you're going to get a whole education on how that's related to things. If you know people that have blood sugar issues, you need to reach out to them today and say, I have something I would love for you to try. I see a couple of people on this call here that I know the Slims helped with blood sugar and they've gotten off of certain meds because of it. So this stuff really does work. Like, we wouldn't have less than a 1% return rate if these products did not work. We wouldn't have all of these ambassadors getting all of these results from people we share with if these products didn't work. Dawn would not have come back to Plexus and stayed back if Plexus didn't work, because she's not afraid to tell me, no, this isn't working for me. Come on, she did it once. She'd totally tell me it again, right? But she's back and she's having amazing results because these products work. So there it is. Does anyone have any questions? Is there anything that someone wants to know? Let me see. How do we do the comment thing or the?
Actually, I think that they can click somewhere on their screen or something that says raise your hand. You can raise
your hand. And then there's a participant thing, and you can hit chat, and you can write in there too. So
Yeah.
I don't see anything. Does anybody on here have any questions? I feel like I kind of went over just a little bit with it, but
If you hit your screen, then the bottom bar will pop up the different things that you can do.
You guys
Like
can
if-
always reach out to us individually or post on the team page as well.
yeah. Talina, did I leave anything out?
No, girl, I thought you did an amazing job. You kept it simple, short, and sweet. And like Michelle mentioned, you guys don't have to approach your customers or prospects in such a clinical manner to where you're going to scare them off, first of all, because that's not duplicatable. So find 2 or 3 sentences about each topic that you can easily remember, that if the situation arises and you're in an elevator with someone, you have 10 seconds to tell them what you do or what Plexus does, and just start practicing them. In your car on the way to work or while you're getting ready, what is slim? Boom, boom, boom. What is block? Boom, boom, boom. What do you do? Tell me about Plexus. Boom, boom, boom. So don't think you have to know every detail about every product, because I know that I don't. I got stumped the other day talking about Vital Biome with a new ambassador of mine. So I was totally wrong in what I was telling her. Great for Plexus that we all have the resources to be able to find those answers. Sorry, I have a bark baby right now.
That's okay. Can I say one more thing about that?
Yeah.
You guys, most people really don't care like how it works and what's in it. I mean, very rarely do people ask those questions. And it's okay if you don't know the answer. I think one of the best things to do is, gosh, I don't remember the answer to that. I'm going to need to go back and look that up again. Are you on Facebook? Can you friend me and I can message you on Facebook? Or is this your phone number? Is it okay if I send you a text with the answer? Because I'd really like to get back to you on that. And that's also a nice way to, keep the contact up if it's someone that you don't know. If it's someone that you do know, obviously be like, listen, hang on, let me research this for you. And then do it. Look in your back office. You guys use the tools and the shareables in your back office. I love to show people when they say, is it going to help me lose weight? I don't say yes or no. I just go to my shareables, and I go to tools and I go to shareables, and then I click on the triplex under products and I scroll down until you can see the graph. Talina just posted it in our 7-day slim trial. There's the graph of weight loss, placebo versus the real triplex, and it's significant. And I don't say, I just send them that screen grab of the weight loss results because it speaks for itself. And when they see that, they'll be like, what's the triplex? I think I need that. You know what I mean? So now you've gone from a conversation about just slim to a conversation about triplex, because triplex weight loss results are much higher than just plain old slim. Now remember, those studies that we have in our back office were done with the old slim. So I think those are going to look very different as well. I know I'm down 3 pounds since starting the new slim, and my weight was not moving an inch or a pound or even a half a pound for a full year. Like I had an appointment where, you go yearly and you step on the scale and it literally said the exact same number that it said last year. And then I started the new slim, and by, week 2, I was down 3 pounds, and I didn't say anything about it because I thought it was like, I was just fluctuating. But no, down 3 pounds, all because of the new slim. I've done nothing else different. As a matter of fact, I stopped working out as much because my kids are home in the summer and I can't hire a sitter at the, 3 times a week to go. So slim's awesome. Slim is really awesome. And I think the other thing I want to say, and then I'll get off my high horse here about slim, but people don't care what's in it. People don't care what it's done for you, although they like to hear stories. So don't hesitate sharing. People want to know if you're excited about it. You know what I mean? Like if you're like, oh, slim's really great, and you're just really flat, they're going to be like, I bet it is. I got to go. Right. But if you're like, you guys have to try this. It's so good. Oh my gosh, it tastes great. It's so easy to do. You're going to love it. You are just going to love it. Will you just try it? That's a whole different kind of conversation, because now you're getting them excited because it's catchy. So think about your poise and think about your presentation, because that is going to make a significant difference. That's all.
Yep. And that's the perfect time to give them a sample that you have out of your purse or wherever you are. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate your participation. I like to, get different personalities, different viewpoints, different stories for the team, because I think it helps all of us grow, regardless of our color type or our personality type. So I just want to touch on a few things tonight. First of all, our sweet Natalie, Nicole. I'm looking at Natalie saying Natalie. Nicole is, we are just like pushing to promote her to Emerald this month. So if you are in her downline, I cannot stress this enough to you guys. Go after those white lines and those people that have not reached their $100 PV. If they're $10 or $25 or $35 away, their points aren't going to calculate. But if they reach that $100 PV, the points will calculate. It's going to help you, and it's going to help her, and it's going to help everyone's paycheck. So if you're in her downline, guys, start now. We're midway through the month. Let's really rally for Nicole, and let's get her that promotion and that trip to Hawaii and that sexy white Lexus, and her on stage at convention next year. So yes, I cannot wait. I'm super excited about that. Our 7-day challenge ended today. It went fantastic. It was around, I think, like 400 people. We had lots of participation. Today we had some really good testimonials that we didn't ask for, and people just posted on their own. So again, just changing lives, 400 people at a time. We're going to do, granted, some of those are ambassadors, but there are a ton of people on there that aren't ambassadors, because I see when you guys add them. We're going to do that every month. July is like our slowest month of the year, so hopefully they just get bigger and bigger and bigger. Take advantage of those. I'll get the date figured out within the next couple of days for next month, and then I'll get it posted on the team page. I'm also going to start, if you guys, you probably saw the video that I posted on the team page yesterday. So I'm truly trying to make everyone see just how simplistic it is to grow a business with Plexus. So 7-day Follow Me is going to be a new group that we're putting together. It's going to make eliminating the fear of posting on Facebook, and we're basically just going to hand it to you for 7 days. If you're a new ambassador, or you're an ambassador that's been around for a while and you want to now start working your business, we are going to hand it to you for 7 days. We're like going to hold your hand, like, here, it's so easy. Kind of like the mother bird, and we're just going to get you prepared to fly out of the nest. So keep your eyes peeled and get your new people added to that. Also, I just posted a quiz on the team page for team calls. If you guys would complete that for me, we're just trying to figure out what's the best way to get the highest participation on our team calls, whether it's weekdays, weekends, AM or PM. Just fill that out for me. That would be awesome. Granted, they're recorded, but we like to see all your faces and know that you're participating and learning, and those that show up, go up, right? So that's all that I have for tonight. Again, thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Michelle. We'll see you guys next Sunday, unless it gets changed based off demand. And keep your eyes peeled on the team page as well. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Night.
Night.